Good afternoon, class. Happy social studies test time. Go ahead and start with your name at the top of the test. Stay tuned for the entire video. I completely changed the essay on the last page. Stay tuned for that. All right, let's work through it. Hopefully, yesterday you reviewed all of these in our review on our Chromebooks. Adapt, border, capital, desert, and mission. A blank is a city where government is located. Number 2, an area that receives very little rain is called a blank. This whole region, it would be considered part of this. Number 3, people have had to blank or change in order to survive. A lot of times we think of animals doing this. Even people have to do this sometimes. A borderline between two places is called what? And I gave it away. I'm sorry. It's called a boundary line. And the answer is border. Sorry, guys. And number 5, a blank is a Spanish settlement built to teach Christianity. All right, page 2, multiple choice. Now remember, you're supposed to be writing your multiple choice on little lines outside of where the answer is. This makes it a lot easier. Now, for whatever reason, last week when I corrected some of these, excuse me, some of you guys circled 2. There is never 2 answers. You get it wrong if you circle 2 because I got no idea what you mean. You may write one answer on the line in front for each problem. All right, which of the A's help people in Phoenix adapt to the climate? Agriculture, airplanes, aluminum, and air conditioners. Which one? Which one? 2. Why are dams built on rivers? We're thinking of the Hoover Dam now. Why did they build that? To make the river flow faster. To change the path of the river. To keep rivers from flooding. Or to stop the pollution of rivers. Number 8. Hundreds of thousands of bats live in the blank during the day. Do bats live in the Hoover Dam? Do they live in the Grand Canyon? Do they live in Carlsbad Caverns? Or do they live in Monument Valley? Number 9. What separates El Paso, Texas, from CJ, Mexico? Ciudad Juarez, I believe. Is it the Rio Grande River? Is it the Carlsbad Caverns? Is it Monument Valley? Or is it the Colorado River? Now, we talked about both those rivers. One is farther north, and one of them serves as the border. Number 10. Why have many Mexicans moved closer to the border of Texaco and Mexico? Texas and Mexico. They want bigger farms. They work at jobs in factories. They start new businesses. They enjoy a better climate. Number 11. The Alamo is a memorial to Texan freedom fighters, Spanish mission priests, railroad construction workers, or settlers who crossed the desert. And number 12. Which person works in a state capitol? Is it the factory owner, a university professor, a guitar player in a band, or a member of the legislature? Number 13. Which state is called the Sooner State? Is that Arizona, New Mexico, Oklahoma, or Texas? Remember, they opened it up. It used to be only for American Indians. Then they opened it up, and all these people rushed in there, the land rush. Which state was that in? All right, study your state. This was the one section that we skipped due to time constraints. I'll help you with it. Which question would most help the research why your city was established? Who lives in my neighborhood? How many landforms affected my city? How many people live in my city today? And how many cities are there in my state? Now, why my city was established doesn't matter how many cities are in my state. And how many people live in my city today doesn't tell me why it started. How have landforms affected the city, and who lives in my neighborhood? Would the people who live down the street from me help me understand why Milwaukee was founded over 200 years ago? I don't think any of them were around. So we're going to select B, the landforms. Did you know Milwaukee was settled on Lake Michigan for a reason? It was also settled on the Menominee River as well as the Milwaukee River. Those are some landforms. And 15, who fought each other at the Alamo? Was it the Mexican soldiers and the Texans? Was it American Indians and Texans? Was it French fur trappers and Texans? Was it Chinese gold miners and Texans? All right, well, C and D are out because they weren't even in our section. So hopefully narrowing that down for you will help you with number 15. Don't forget, these go in front, and you write them out. One answer per multiple choice. All right, social studies skills. Use the map and your knowledge of social studies to answer the questions. Exact map that we've been working on in our book whole chapter. Which is the largest state in the Southwest? Now remember, your choices are Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. You can tell which one's the biggest. One word is all you need. You can put it right on that line. Which state has the most copper and silver? Now use your map test to help you. Here's copper. Looks like this. A little bit lighter wagon. And silver looks like these bars of silver. So it's not color coded real well because it's a black and white copier. But we're looking for copper. Not copper. That's coal, 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 coal. Coal, coal, coal. Here's some copper, 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 copper. There's some copper. And where do you see a bunch of silver? I see silver here, and silver here, and silver here. So it's pretty close. 2.5 coppers, 2.5 coppers, 1 silver, 2 silvers. So I think only one of those states has the most. 18, it says, which 2 mineral resources are found in Oklahoma? Here's Oklahoma. So check those out. Check out which ones are minerals over here. And you can write them right here and right here. You should spell them correctly because they're spelled correctly for you here. And number 19, what mineral is found in Texas near the border with Mexico? Here's the Texas-Mexico border. Texas-Mexico border. Which mineral is found along that border? All right, number 20. Cross out number 20. We're going to revamp this whole essay question. I didn't think that it was that easy. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw yourself a big old box. And then you're going to cut it at the top about 1 inch down and give yourself a title here. This is going to be the title. And it's going to be a title, listen carefully, of one of the places we've visited. Maybe you picked the Hoover Dam. Maybe you picked Carlsbad Cavern. Maybe you picked the capital, El Paso. Maybe you pick Monument Valley. Maybe you picked the Grand Canyon. So go ahead and give it right there, the Grand Canyon, or Monument Valley. And then we're going to divide this in half. On this side over here, you're going to draw a picture of it. Best picture of Hoover Dam that you can. Best picture of Monument Valley with its mesas. Whatever you decide, draw here, and then over here, you're going to tell 4 things about the one you chose. This is the largest dam in the United States of America. The sides of the mountains had to be shaved down before they could build the dam if you picked Hoover's Dam. Obviously, if you pick Carlsbad Cavern, you might want to talk about the Great Room, how many football fields fit in there. Maybe you want to talk about the bats. Maybe you talk about Monument Valley. Maybe you want to talk about the people that lived there, how they had to adapt. If you pick the Grand Canyon. All right, guys, your choice. Pick one place where we visited, draw the picture, and give 4 details. All right, guys. Good luck on your social studies test. God bless your day.